What's good? What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Geo Money. I guess we're just going to have to go with that for now. Welcome back to Chrono and Cosmo. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, it's been a while. I was dying inside. The flu, man, is crazy. Dude, if you haven't caught the flu, thank God. You have been blessed. It was rough. It was a rough one. And yes, I was running the shop with my boy, Brian, not trying to hold it down, got a mask on and everything, just slumped over. I had to take a day. I was like, dude, I'm hurt. Like, he's like, hey, no problem. I was going to make it regardless, but he's like, look, dude, like, look, you're going to, kill us all. No one talks about that, but business comes with controversies. And since it's been an entire week, we have even more controversies, drama. I gotta catch up on you guys what's going on and how business has been. So first, we'll start with some lighter news. You guys saw a post recently I had. Let me pull this up real quick. So you saw a post I had posted, right, about the membership tiers that we do. We kind of explained how transparent we were about what kind of our trading bonuses and all our pricing was. We wanted to kind of put that out there so people can kind of see it. We had some people who wanted to chime in, tell us kind of like, hey, look, your trade-ins are kind of all over the place. And it doesn't seem like it's that competitive. So, of course, I got to defend the honor of our people, you know what I'm saying? So shout outs to Frank. He said these guys are going to go out of business quick. We've been caught. We're definitely going out of business, folks. We did this to fail. We're just a bunch of idiots asking people to pay 55% cash price on singles. It's just craziness. Normally, I would say that this person is an idiot, but rightfully so. It's actually fairly true. If all we were doing was taking in a buy list at 55%. Our collections at 55%, bulk at 55%. I mean, I know he's pricing singles, but that would be enough to survive. There wouldn't be a lot of people interested. But surprisingly, this person has no clue what he's talking about. We have been doing extremely well. But like this entire box is everything over, ranging from like $1 to like $5 or so, that we're taking in. Our case works. I mean, we had 22 orders today. Taking in singles. I mean, we just bought 2 people's collections today. I know, Frank, I know what you're thinking. Like, how in the hell, why would people do this? But I just don't think you understand. One of the best benefits of us is that we have a membership program. We convert a lot into store credit, so people can utilize that to go and buy more things and then reinvest, back into their collections. We are dealing with collectors. Not so much we're dealing with traders, or we have gamers and players as well. So they need cards so they can build their decks and compete. I wanted to bring this up because I think it's really important to recognize that, like, this is a start for us, but it's also a competitive start. We're not idiots. We have called all of the neighboring, like I could probably pull it up, but all of our local TCGs in our area, we've called them all, right? And nothing. I mean, there's no, they don't have any, they can't, we're outbeating them, right? So I think one of the most competitive stores in our area, the most they'll spend on even the base set Charizard is 70%. Maybe 80%. That's base set Charizard, And I understand that's a crazy card, okay? But my point is that, like, you have to understand what you're competing with in your community. So this is us talking to our players. This is us talking to our collectors. We're calling people around, and we want to make sure if they find something better, that's great. We go support other LGSs or other people who are willing to pay more for that. That's awesome. What we're here to do specifically, again, is really focus on memberships, reinvesting into our members, giving them better bonuses, giving them better percentages. We want those people to feel like they're getting more than what they would get at any other game store. And we're doing that. And so you may be correct, my friend Frank. You may be accurate here, okay? That, hey, this is stupid, okay? Cash price is not as, lucrative as you like, and your boy had to put the sad face, you know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, you just have to understand the business. And so, hey, look, I can't wait to go out of business, because then, I don't have to work when I'm sick. But unfortunately, Frank, you're going to have to see us around for quite a long time if I have anything to say about it. So that's one thing. Yeah, man. And if you're having anything sales collections that you're willing to sell, and you would like to even just sell it as a non-member, come through. We would love to even just take a look at it, show you what we have, show you our price. We're right out here in Fontana, and and see if it's something that, you may be interested in piece and partner with. A big thing I wanted to talk about, though, was a big recent controversy for us, from a local game store that's near us called The Light. This is an old store that I used to go to. I've been going there for years. I mean, at minimum 4 or 5 years. Not this particular location. The owner, he has transitioned to a couple different places, but I known him for a long time, and I have a lot of respect for him because of just the amount of hard work he has put in to try to get to where he is now. But he had a big kind of controversy. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but if you want to take a look at it, it's a Reddit post. It's on One Piece TCG's Reddit section. It was up about 3 days ago, and it got, insane 473 updates. 171 comments. This absolutely blew up. I want to talk about it because I think it's really important, specifically because it's dealing with our community and it's talking about some of the issues that they're finding. I want to see if we can try to stand and defend The Light, where some people I think are misunderstood of kind of like what it is like to be running a game store. Say, hey, look, if there's an issue, to call a spade, and say, hey, sometimes things is better to step up. And so one of those things is kind of like the outside seating. It's definitely not ideal, as many people have not really got to look at our space. I don't know if I have any good pictures of it. If you kind of got to see our play space, it's very much more open. It's inside. We have a good amount of seating. We could fit way more than this. This is just a start. But if you look at kind of what The Light has to kind of maneuver, it's tough, and it's cold. We're talking about kind of the winter for us. We haven't had a really winter, but during this pre-release event for One Piece, it was really rough. Even the gentleman who was, I imagine it was a gentleman, because he mentioned that he brought his wife. You can kind of see it right here to come. It was kind of tough, to kind of see some of the things that he was stating about him. And it just didn't end. $50 for a pre-release is a lot. I'm not going to front. It is a little bit high, but you have to understand, this is One Piece, right? This is this set, and no one can get their hands on. Like, I'm even as a business is struggling to get my hands on some One Piece product. Luckily, we do have some coming in. Should be in by probably the end of this week or next week. Well, obviously by next week, but hopefully by the end of this week. But it's a tough product. So when you have this much of a demand, I can see that the want to raise prices. But I think the issue is that people don't like to get kind of bait and switched, right? You don't want to walk into these saying, hey, look, I checked I think this was Bandai's price for this particular pre-release event at The Light, and it came out to $40. And now when I show up, it's now $50. I don't think that does people really well. And I think this is the part I was like, this kind of, he brought his pregnant wife there. The tough thing, though, is that one thing that we really struggled with as well was that we really communicated about some of the problems that we saw with the space and that we wanted to do. My partner has done a lot trying to help actually make the place better, invest his own time, his own energy to see if he can try to help. But management was not too open and reflective to kind of their thoughts and opinions. And you kind of hear it here. They kept saying this guy is arrogant. And I just kind of, the Google reviews beforehand doesn't say really good things about the shop, and that's really tough to hear, because we did mention this to him, that hey, look, you have you have, like, he will take care of you, right? Find products you can't find something, he will dig through this through hell and back to get product for you. So much respect for manager of the light. But I think one thing is really tough is that for new people who don't really have that kind of relationship, you don't really get that good treatment, if that makes sense, right? You're just kind of another number, instead of being kind of treated like, hey, look, like you're a new person, new player, new. Hey, look, let's treat you equally, right? With a similar amount of respect. And so some things that I saw that really kind of stood up was how to kind of report them. I think that's a lot. I hope that, he did ask for it. Apparently he said that, hey, if you have a problem, report me. But I think that people should try their best to recognize how important it is for game stores to exist. Now, we definitely want good ones, right? This is obviously a big reason to why me and my partner open up ours. Some things may go wrong, like you said, like these OP events, right? Some things may not go as well as we would like. We probably would agree with that. We don't want those situations to stop us from, let's say, the people who do enjoy that space, the locals from that particular place, to not be able to get a place to play and or a product or service, because I don't want to say the hate brigade, but the squad came through and decided, saying, hey, look, a bad pre-release event turns out to be like, we want to throw everyone under the bus, And I know this is kind of, you're probably wondering, like, why am I going to bat for this when I have my own, right? Isn't this a good thing for places, his to shut down? And so then their players come here. Not necessarily wrong, but what it's going to create is that we're going to create a ecosystem where when someone does something wrong or makes a mistake or something doesn't go well, that we go straight to, hey, look, let's shut them down. And this kind of, cancel culture situation is not good. Where I believe what needs to be happening is the behavior should be changed, right? There's things that are not going well. You don't like how things are happening. Good. I love the fact that people have expressed themselves. It seems like there was a lot of built up frustration about the place and how things are. Instead of tearing another place down, I think there was a really famous saying, right? You can either build the tallest building or you can tear others down. I think it's more important to build the better building. And this is essentially what my hope is. And I like competition. If the light does better, right, then that gives me, as our firm, our company, an ability to say, hey, look, we need to do better too. It's that rising tide lifts all boats type of situation that we find, or at least I find, is really important to have, and especially in an environment such as this, right? So seeing all this history of him and what's going on, reading kind of like what's happening, it just made me realize how important it is to treat people with respect, and how, and the first impression comes, you only get one first impression, and how important it is to make sure we here at Chrono and Cosmo do a really good job of making sure that when we start having these consistent tournaments, when we're starting to get our tournament approvals coming through, we want to make sure that people have the best experience possible beforehand. I really want, if you guys can, comment on this and tell me what do you want from your LGS, right? Not even local game store, but like, what do you want to see at these pre-release events? What do you want to, what type of experience do you want to have? These things are really helpful for us to make sure that we preempt, right, those situations before they happen. We can avoid those situations before they happen, and so that we can, better create a better community, a better experience. To give you kind of more of concept of us and what's happening as well, I want to kind of jump into kind of like what we've been doing with our website and kind of the things that we've been trying to kind of explore a little bit. So this is our Chrono and Cosmo website. We really focused on the kind of the TCG player side of like kind of listing our cards and some of the things that we have, coming on. and the games that we want to get into. We just had our Earthbound tournament yesterday. It went really well. We did some raffles, gave out some stuff. That was really cool too. And we're really focusing on just trying to build the foundation to prepare again for these tournaments and people coming in. So really working on our marketing side, really working on our sales side. Like we have really good systems now. We feel like we really kind of iron those out. And we're getting our I have to show you these pictures. So the next, probably tomorrow, I'll show you. But we have towers and towers of cars that we have, bulk corner that we have set up. We don't have the time. Okay. One of the things if you want to open a game store, you don't have the time. There is no time to service a customer, sort cards, buy collections, source more product, right? Because you had to find product, market your company, get your systems in order, right? Price cards, like this takes a lot of time, and it's menial, right? It's not like it's something that only you can do. It's almost busy work, but you have to do it because you deal with product, right? You're not dealing with like a service or an idea. If you take a look at this, right? I was looking through some of the cards that we had, just quickly, went through someone's collection today, and we got like all of these like insanely good pickups. This is again what I'm talking about, like when, hey, like no one's going to be selling their collections to you. Like, well, our members do, because they're getting insanely great rates, much better than they would get at any other store. But this here, if you kind of look, right, these are some of the cards you're getting. But one thing I didn't realize, you just take a look at some of the rarities, right? Like look at this Brotherhood Regalia, right? It's an uncommon. It costs $11. It's $11, okay? Something Assassin's Creed set is so good, okay? It's so good. I swear to you, in that bulk section, okay, listen to me, okay? Okay, I'm at the full screen this, okay? Listen, okay? In that bulk section, okay? In those towers and towers of cards, I promise you, I've seen that card almost probably a dozen times. Just okay, sorting, okay? I don't have the time to go back in there and dig it out. But you know who does? Some of you. Some of you are gonna go and take advantage of our laziness. You can call that. I don't think it's laziness, but it's just our maybe a lack of attentive or awareness of what's going on with these cards. Uncommons are $11. Crazy. And so people are going to go, and people have already found, like, I mean, we have mythics in there that I may have missed. I was trying to get it out. Maybe, I don't know. Like look, I'll show you that. This would blew my mind. Okay. Let me show you this. I cannot believe it. Look at this. Okay. This is a token. This is a token. Okay. It's $5. You know how many tokens? I pulled out all the tokens in this own box, okay? $5 for a token? And I'm looking like, okay, there's no way there's liquidity on this, right? 4 were sold today. So 4 people bought them today. On a average daily sale, I guess I should say. That's crazy. So it's just telling me that, like, I remember when I was a kid, I loved the appeal of just like going in and saying, can I just look through your stuff? And you just start sifting through, start digging through stuff. And you're just looking for gold because you recognize that they don't have the time. I can't wait till I get a card sorter. Okay. I'm going to peel all the value out of those cards. Okay. But until then, which it will be probably for maybe a couple months, hopefully sooner, but we'll see. People are so underrating the bulk. They're gonna have of those who do value that, it's gonna have a great time. And again, I'm gonna miss it. I'm probably gonna forget about this Assassin's Creed thing probably by next week, and then I'm just gonna be taking all those uncommons and commons and throwing it right in there, because it's like, look, who has the time to just be trying to find prices on every single look. I don't have the time. Big deal. It's just kind of crazy situation. So sorry, my apologies. Still got the cough. So yeah, this is kind of what's been going on. I wanted to kind of touch base on kind of the things that's been we've been on our minds, on our heads. I'm just super excited to kind of really show our community what's going on. I mean, we're not even that far from them. I mean, we're on the opposite side of the 15, but we're really not that far. So right here, we're in. This is where we're at. Our shop is, and then right here is where our old shop used to be. Kind of the light controversy. So. But yeah, man. I mean, we're super excited for everything going down. It's a good time to be alive for everyone who wants to kind of be on board and check us out and support us. I'm sorry, I know I'm a little rambling today, but I appreciate for you to just let me catch up on the over the week what's been going on. We're just really grateful for everything. Thank you for everyone who's been coming and supporting. We are gonna have to shut down this. I know last time we talked, I was gonna be up in the price. But I talked to my partners and we decided, let's just keep it probably to the end of the week. When we get these tournament approvals in, we're definitely going to raise it. So we're super excited for things coming up. We have people coming through daily, constantly, brand new people asking us, hey, what's going on, and sitting playing with us. And yeah, we just really grateful for everyone who's been kind of giving us some love. So please like, comment, subscribe if you want to, stay tuned with us. Please, join our Discord if you want to go and kind of learn more about kind of, about our people, our members here, and see the cards that they play or decks that they play, excuse me, and or cards that they pulled or cards that we're selling here. You can always come to our shop if you're local, or jump on our TCG player if you have any kind of questions on that. So thank you so much for your time. Have a good night, guys. Be safe, peace, love, happiness, even after death. Good night.